Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the autopsy report about what killed the young teacher Albert Ojwang is out. And what I'm happy about, it was the decision by the government pathologist Johnson Odor distancing himself or excusing himself from conducting the autopsy exercise so that we can have independent people doing this, or where necessary, to have someone who is not attached to the government. He did something good. So the finding is here. Autopsy report reveal Albert Ojwang died from head injuries. This means there were several injuries: neck compression, and multiple soft tissue trauma. Pathologists rule out self-inflicted injury. Kulingana na vile hiyo kifo imetokea, there is no way the victim injured himself to that extent and died. That is the doctor's final rule. It means someone killed him. And we are being told he was picked from his home by officers who had been instructed to do so. And so, he died in police cell. Conclusion, he died in the hands of police officers and in a government property. So, it is the doing of the government. After that, Albert Ojwang's father has several questions to ask. But he has decided to ask one question to the DIG Elude Lagat, the Deputy Inspector General. His question is here because he was the complainant here. Were you the one who sent your people? What did he do to deserve this? Why was my child crucified? The complainant at the center of this case is none other than DGI Elude Lagat. That the late made a post, na nimeona kiangalia ile post, kama iko kuna post amefanya, haikuwa uhalifu wa kinguvu. So it should have been a civil case whereby the victim should have been charged with the issue of damaging a reputation of someone. Just that. If there was anything to do with that. Hata tuassume ilikuwa ni hivyo. Kenyans are reacting to this. And in their reaction, they are trying to relate it in a story. Hata mimi nilisoma Kifo Kisimani, about the Mtemi Bokono and the people he was accusing. So, this is what people are relating here. The kind of leadership we are having now.
Kifo Kisimani, tamu yamemwagika. Askari kwanza, tumemkamata mshukiwa. Askari bili, mshukiwa lazima auawe kwa kutalilisha china ya Mdebi Bogono mtandaoni. Janso ya kifo yake lazima kiaminike kwa wanafudangi. Askari kwanza, ripoti iandiko ya kwamba mshukiwa alijiua kwa kujigongesha kichwa kwa ukuta kwenye seli. The ground is hot. The ground is hostile. Human life is now like a chicken life. Mtu unachinjwa ni kama ni Christmas. You are arrested and killed without cause. I have seen a video of a parent crying because they have lost their son. Piju, Anolige Bendi. The same people that are supposed to protect us, watujunge, ndio wanatumaliza. Kabaresh. This is not business as usual. This should not slide. It is sad. A sad day for a son, a sad day for a young father. Alikuwa ametravel kwenda ushago kuona msasi, akawacha mtoto na Phoebe. But it turned out to be a very tragic ordeal. Wahenga na waengusi hakuvaka mkongo udu wa jufa waliposema, when injustice becomes law, rebellion becomes a duty. Justice for Alfred Ojwang. Chabai ground. Hostile.
The National Assembly is also reacting to the same. And of course, Senate is also reacting to the same. Wetangula is now advising the Security Committee to look into this matter. Where necessary, Elude Lagat should be called and grilled on this matter.
The chairman of Security Committee, this matter is causing a lot of anxiety, and the explanations coming out, for those of you who have read the book Steve Biko, it sounds like a Steve Biko story. And I would want to direct the chairman of security. I know Thursday is budget day, but we have half an hour before budget starts. You will bring a preliminary report and statement to the House on Thursday at 2:30 to inform the House and the country the progress so far made in the investigations and some response to the issues raised by the Honorable Jared Okello on behalf of Ifo Bara, the Honorable Pasaris, Mili, Morugara, and Bowen. And I know many members have issues on this. Hold your horses. When the statement comes on Thursday, I'll give you an opportunity. Tongo.
Senator Joy Ruto is asking William Ruto to fire DIG before anything else. He should just fire his man, then the other issues to follow in the proceeding of the court, prosecution and all that.
This government has a leader by the name William Ruto. He should come out and fire DIG Lagat, Mr. Speaker, if before we proceed on anything else. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know where I come from. We say that rules can even lead to uprooting of coffee. And so I abide by your rules, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, this statement raised by Senator Eddie Okech is a matter of national importance. And Mr. Speaker, it becomes even more grievous because the complainant is the Deputy Inspector General of the Police, and that is Lagat, who, Mr. Speaker, has been reported to be perpetrating violation of human rights, Mr. Speaker. And there is no reason why Mr. Ojwang was transported all the way from Migori to Nairobi just for a matter that was supposed to be civil and not criminal. Because, Mr. Speaker, if somebody is accused of libel or even of mudslinging somebody's name, that is civil, and the lawyers here can guide us, led by Senator Sifuna of Nairobi, that this particular young man should have been made to face, civil charges, and Lagat should have sued for damages, Mr. Speaker. We saw the parent to this particular young man crying because it was something that nobody would have thought could have happened. Mr. Speaker, the results of the autopsy are out, and the results are that this young man could not have hit his head against the wall. We have seen images of the body, Mr. Speaker, and I suspect that even the eyes have been gouged out because you can see clear injuries along the eyes, Mr. Speaker. And we are very sad this afternoon because this is proof that the sitting government led by President William Ruto, Mr. Speaker, is increasingly becoming very intolerant, especially of young people. We must get to know through the committee what this government fears from young people. All the way from Jerry, who just made a platform where people were supposed to express their feelings about the budget. All the way again to Buteregaos, Mr. Speaker. And it is not lost on us what happened a few years ago at Langata Road Primary School, Mr. Speaker, where some young pupils were tear-gassed when they were fighting against the grabbing of their playfield, Mr. Speaker. And so we must condemn this. And Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, I want to say that the blood of Albert Ojwang, the blood of all the Gen Zs that have been killed by this government will haunt this government forever. And this government has a leader by the name William Ruto. He should come out and fire DIG Lagat, Mr. Speaker, before we proceed on anything else.
Now, I don't know your views, but please let us read in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much. And if you have reached this far and you have not yet subscribed, my humble request, please consider subscribing, like the video, share, and drop your comment. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.